Hey there, everybody. It's Jackie Brawls.
You know what that means.
Well,
Open up a can.
oh, yeah.
Super Bowl Sunday, Jackie.
Well, that's the day you're supposed to do a little. Got a little sip of whiskey here. I have a cold beer with it. I know you drinking. Everybody knows what.
Listen, I need to open it loud and drink it loud, because when I drink a beer, I like for people to know I'm getting drunk.
Well, they don't know. You can't see it, so I guess that's one way to think about it. If you just had if you had a Super Bowl party, everybody got a beer in the hand.
When I go to a bar, I like to sit there and say, well, I'm almost drunk, or I'm about halfway to getting drunk, everybody.
Wow.
So they know that the show's coming.
The show. You showing your butt, yeah.
Sometimes.
Run your mouth.
Most of the time.
Yep.
But today is a day not for drinking in a bar, but at whatever poor fool decided to host the Super Bowl party. And you go over to his house, and you throw dip on the goddamn big screen.
Hey, why would you? People trying to enjoy something. It's one day out of the whole year. Let people enjoy the Super Bowl.
I'm about halfway to getting drunk, everybody at home. About halfway there.
Well, let's get done with this, and you can go to whoever's house you want to besides mine and make a butt of yourself. You gonna do it.
When I get drunk, I let everybody know it. Sorry, I'm drunk. Should be more like, congratulations, I'm drunk, because I'm fun.
Well, I can't. You're supposed to have a little fun, but not like you just making it fun for you and
Yes.
nobody else.
Well, yeah.
You
that's the
not
point.
enjoying fun with everybody. Everybody get together, have a good time. Then you come and
Ruin it.
You don't care about nobody but your damn self. I said it for years.
A little over halfway.
Well,
Getting drunk.
Let's get over this so I can get you the hell out of here and lock the doors.
A little sip.
I don't know about this Super Bowl. I ain't excited for it. I like football, but I ain't excited for this one.
So it's Patriots. Let me see if I got this right. It's the Patriots
Yep.
and Seattle, whoever they are.
Say Hawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
So it's Yankees versus hippies?
Yeah, I can't even get my head around who I give a damn about winning. I guess I want Seahawks because Bird, I like it, and then they didn't cheat as far as I know.
You think it deflated balls? They cheated?
Why, hell yes, they cheated. Of course they did.
I'll tell you one thing. I could give a fuck about it.
All right, I don't care. All right, don't talk about it then.
Jackie, I'm going to be honest. I was trying to work myself up to talking football and to talking about the Super Bowl and the Seattle what are they, Seabirds?
Seahawks. Hawk is a bird.
Versus the damn New England Patriots.
Yeah.
And I just can't do it. I am dead down there.
Well,
the dick department.
All right, I don't.
If your dick was used
All right,
to talk about football.
I like Super Bowls. I look forward to it. Usually, and it don't matter who's playing. But this one here, I don't. I'm gonna watch it. I'm still gonna look at it. It'll be on TV, but I ain't gonna. I don't. I guess the only reason I care about the Seahawks winning is because I don't like the cheating. I don't like the cheating in anything, cards or any game, football, basketball, whatever it is. Don't cheat. Yeah.
If you're going to cheat on me, don't cheat in our hometown. That's what Mr. Ricky Skaggs said.
Yeah.
Not appropriate, not germane to this conversation.
No, because neither one of them is a hometown. They just, I don't care. They can cheat all they want to live in both those places. I ain't going to go where.
Ricky Skaggs, what does that song mean? Like, if we go on vacation, you can screw whoever you want, but when we get back home, you got to put that back in your pants?
Who knows how Ricky Skaggs' mind work? I don't know. I just listen to the song. You got to think it too much. Just enjoy
Do you think they're in all this pregame leading up to the Super Bowl? They're playing that song like over a video package of the Seahawks?
I don't know. Why would they?
Because
don't know.
cheating.
Well, cheating, yeah.
I know there's other cheating songs, but that's a good one.
I like
he gets
Ricky
real
Skaggs.
high. Yeah, Ricky Skaggs.
I like Ricky Skaggs. Yeah, he's a very talented man. Yeah.
But if you're gonna cheat on me, you know how it goes.
I said I like Ricky Skaggs. Don't like you caterwauling. No.
Well,
all right. I gotta hear that in my ear too. It just ain't for them. I just drink a beer like a normal
the
man.
thing is, the reason I'm having slurp so hard is I didn't push the top in all the way. I like to leave about halfway popped so that I can get some good sucking noise.
All right.
To annoy.
I don't need to hear it. Go suck it somewhere else. I don't want to hear it.
Got the Highway 40 blues. I tell you what, instead of watching the Super Bowl today, I'd rather sit down and watch a damn compilation of Ricky Skaggs videos.
I'm almost there with you. It's football. I'm still going to watch it. Super Bowl holiday. You got the
Clip of the week, Uncle Pen by Ricky Skaggs, where he gets Bill Monroe.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky Skaggs working. First off, and this is all from memory. I ain't watched this lately, but in my memory, Ricky Skaggs is a New York businessman.
Yeah. He's an actor, yeah.
He's acting,
yeah.
They're like, Mr. Skaggs, your uncle's here. He's like, Uncle Pen, bring him in here.
Yeah, so, yeah.
We're going to go walk around New York. And Bill Monroe comes in just like, I can't. What is happening? I feel awful.
Yeah.
He does not like being in New York City.
No, sir.
Breakdancing is in it.
Yep.
Because it's a music video from the 80s.
Well, Ricky, they sitting there watching people breakdance, yeah.
And then Bill Monroe gets up and buck dances.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to say it's probably the best music video ever made.
It's one of them. I hadn't thought about watching it till you brought it up now, but that can be clip of the week for the next 2 weeks, as far as I'm concerned. That's a good, yeah.
Wait, is that Uncle Pen? No, that ain't Uncle Pen. He's playing his Uncle Pen. The song is damn. What is it?
I don't know. You the one that brought it up.
Oh,
I don't
shit,
know.
I'm about 3/4 of the way
All
there.
right, I don't care. Don't bring up. If you that drunk, you don't need to be talking about Ricky Skaggs videos.
I can't tell you how many times I've had this exact conversation in a
Oh,
bar,
hell.
punching somebody in the shoulder. Hey, fuckhead, what's the name of that Ricky Skaggs video?
I'm not going to listen to
where
it.
Bill Monroe plays it. You know what the shit
Hey.
he comes in up in New York City. He's playing Uncle Pen, Ricky Skaggs, Uncle Pen, shithead.
All right.
Ricky Skaggs is acting like, Uncle Pen, I'm going to show you all around New York City.
That's a fine question to ask anybody in a bar. You want to start a conversation? You can. That's appropriate conversation. Tell me about that Ricky Skaggs video. You just take all the cussing out of it and sound like a normal person. You might make a friend somewhere.
Right? No, for me, always ends in a fight.
Well,
I'm out in the parking lot getting my teeth kicked down my throat.
Over a Ricky Skaggs video.
Over a Ricky Skaggs video. That's sad, ain't it? Let me take
as long as
another.
you know it.
I got to keep drinking this. Otherwise, it's starting to... It's like in a movie where somebody has amnesia and they start seeing flashes of their actual life. I start seeing flashes of how sad and pathetic everything is. So I've got to keep putting this magic liquid in my gullet
Yep.
so that I don't remember that I get in fights in bars over Ricky Skaggs.
But when you keep putting that down your gullet, like you black out, are liable to do all sorts of stuff.
There's no telling.
Pitiful.
So,
Pitiful.
Super Bowl Sunday, y'all celebrate it the way you want to by watching the Super Bowl or by watching a bunch of Ricky Skaggs videos.
Well, I wish they, instead of all them new fancy, they always put the
Country Boy.
I know what, that's the name of the song.
That's the name of
Country
the song.
Boy.
I'm just a country boy at heart.
All right. All right, I'll listen to it in the video. I don't want to hear it coming out of your mouth.
Ding, 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 ding. And then that's probably when there's buck dancing versus break dancing.
All right.
It's a lot of good stuff in it, man. Probably the best music video ever.
It's a good
Uncle
music
Pen,
video.
what are you doing here in New York City? That's how Ricky Skaggs
He
sounds.
don't like it up there.
No.
Well, he got common sense.
What'd he go up there for then?
This is before 9/11, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the 80s.
It's in the
Jackie.
80s. I can't remember what.
Look, I know you Islamophobes think nothing happened before 9/11, but we had a lot of stuff going on before 9/11.
I know what happened before 9/11 is Pearl Harbor. I remember it. Come both ways at us. Have some respect.
So,
I don't want to talk about none of that on Super Bowl Sunday, but I just wondering about that video.
yeah, it was before 9/11.
All right, yeah.
I don't know if Ricky Skaggs has made a video since 9/11. Not because of 9/11, just
Well, everybody did something like singers and stuff. That's what we're supposed to do, right?
he might
Song
have a
about it.
9/11 video. I
Yeah.
don't know. Bill Monroe, I can't remember when he died
Hopefully he passed on before
before he had to see that.
see
I
that
think-
happen. That's a sweet show.
So that's Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. Grab you a cold one. Watch your Ricky Skaggs video. New tradition. Clip of the week. Country Boy. Music video by Ricky Skaggs.
I'd rather watch that. I'm about to say, dumb commercials they put on Super Bowl. They think it's a big deal. Everybody said, "Oh, did you see that commercial?" Who cares? It's a commercial. I don't care what animal they got in it or who's kissing what. I don't
What?
care.
You don't care about the animals?
They not when they being silly with them. They do. The only animals good at being silly is a dog, a horse, sometimes a cat. Rest of them don't want to have nothing to do with it. So when you put them in there, make them do stuff silly, make fun of a bear or whatever in the woods, pig, anything. I just think it's disrespectful. And
Come on, a
the
pig.
animals don't want to be sitting there all day. Horse don't know the difference. Man on a horse all the time. They do whatever you ask them to.
Yeah.
Dog like to be in a show, any kind of show.
No
Dogs like-
self-respect.
well, they got self. They just like show. They like to perform. They like to make you happy. Dogs is fine. If you see a dog doing something in a commercial, cute as can be.
Okay.
But if you got like a bigger animal or like a pig kissing on a
Now wait a minute.
person or whatever
A
it is,
pig there is a long tradition of show business pigs, and I'm not going to let you sit here and give Arnold.
but Arnold was on sets. He was on with what they built to look like a farm.
They fooled him.
Well, either way, same with Mr. Ed. Well, of course, it's a horse. Nobody's riding him.
See, so many holes in this theory.
What do you mean? They made the environment?
Did anybody
For the
ever ride
animals.
Mr. Ed?
Not that I remember. I think that'd been disrespectful.
Because they said, "Get your ass off me. Can't ride Mr. Ed. I'm gonna take this horse to town.
Well, you don't want
Get
nobody.
off me, you fat ass."
Hey, he wouldn't talk like that. He never heard him say a word like that. I can't remember. I don't ever remember him riding him around. I can't. If somebody knows that, send that the clip of the
Y'all
week.
were real good with the Beverly Hillbillies history. I don't know my Mr. Ed like I should, so I don't know if he ever.
All I
read.
remember him just his head sticking out. You go out in the bar and talk to him. Something could be going on. You get his advice or what. You go out to the. Sometimes somebody be doing something else out there and he'd say something. They'd turn around. What the hell?
Now, was the plot of Mr. Ed usually Mr. Ed trying to trick him into letting him live in the house? Like Lucy always wanted to be in the show. Mr. Ed wanted to live in a house.
Oh, he wanted all sorts of things. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen a Mr. Ed. I just don't remember if they rode him around. I don't remember that, taking him to town or anywhere. But I don't think he let him in the house. He's always just in the barn, outside, or garage, whatever it is, outside the house.
That seems weird to me. Seemed like the first thing a horse would ask for if it could talk was to come inside.
What the horse want to be inside for?
All animals.
No, the animals don't want to be inside. They like to be outside.
Well, that's convenient since animals can't talk to defend themselves. I think what they want is what everybody wants: a house to call their own,
No.
a loving spouse,
In
A
the
good
animal
job
kingdom,
with
no, the
benefits?
animals don't need to. Look, you talking just like the other commercials that I was talking about. They got an animal in a car, got an animal, dog, cat in a car because you got to get them back and forth to the vet or wherever else. But no, a bear don't get in a car, giraffe don't get in a car. I saw a giraffe in a commercial, head sticking out the sunroof on the car, just silly. And the animals don't want to be there.
What was that a commercial for?
Probably for some kind of car or something. I can't remember. That's what the commercial's so strange now. Different things talking, and they don't make any sense to me. I mean, there's some good ones every now and then. I don't mean to say I hate all commercial, but I don't even know what they're for half the time. It's supposed to be a big deal. Super Bowl commercial.
Usually, giraffe commercial would be for like a lozenge, or chloroseptic,
Well, yeah.
or a scarf. Or if you're selling the car, it'd be like, look, this car's so big, this giraffe got in.
Yeah.
Roomy.
Roomy, yeah. That's silly to me. That's just a waste of the animal's time, The circus is okay because that's outside, just underneath the tent. Circus is fine. You get the animals do tricks, an elephant, a tiger with a whip, all that stuff.
How is a whip fine?
You gonna need a whip if you got a cat.
So it's okay
big.
to force animals to do tricks by through violence, but it's not okay for a CGI giraffe to be riding down the road on a sunny day.
Nothing, whatever it is silly to me. Circus been around for a long time, and the circus is outside. Even if they're in a cage outside. And if catch that danger, something that big, you see one of them lions, a tiger. I don't know if you can do tiger. I don't remember tiger in there. But lions all the time. Lions do everything.
I don't know. They got Tiger. Tiger eats Siegfried and Roy.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
I think your ideas of
Those, they were inside. They had them inside when they did that. Got them inside in Las Vegas, last place that animal wants to be. If you're going to whip him and all that stuff, I mean, not to whip him to hurt him, but to make him, do the trick, whatever.
Not to hurt him.
No, not to hurt him. You outside, he ain't going to pull that. You take the animal out of its environment and put him in on a stage like that, or in a movie show, wherever they make those at. They don't want to be there.
Okay, how do you feel about the Muppets then, when you see Kermit inside a theater trying to pull a show together, a frog? How does that make you feel?
It don't make me feel anything. That's just that's silly for children. What do you mean? That ain't.
Well, it's an animal.
It don't look like an animal. They don't look. I don't know. They look like what they are. They were made out of washcloths, whatever. I mean, they just all, sewed together, whatever. They don't look like an animal to me. It's just a bunch of colors and, sock on the hand, whatever. That ain't real.
So it doesn't bother you. You don't mind when animals.
I
like,
don't
say,
mind
Bugs
it,
Bunny,
but I ain't gonna sit there and watch it. It's for children. I don't know.
It doesn't bother you like a. No, okay. What about CGI animals? What about the new Planet of the Apes and them?
Oh, wait a minute. That's good. I like it. I always like Planet of the Apes. I think the new ones is cartoons. It ain't like the old ones. But they still pretty good, But, the animals, that's not disrespectful to the animal because they kind of smarter than the people in those.
You have a strange affinity for science fiction that I think if your life had taken a turn or two, you could have written some somewhere between like Tobacco Road and Ray Bradbury.
I like old Planet of the Apes because it's the monkey talking. It's always good. And then I like Star Trek. I don't know about science fiction. I don't like Star Wars. Don't recognize anything in that. It could be whatever talking, but it ain't an ape. It ain't nothing. It's just a,
The old bleep blorp.
Whatever it is, it don't make no sense. If you got a regular animal talking,
So that's why you like Star Trek, because you always figure out, this is about civil rights. You can figure it out.
Well, yeah.
Star Wars, you don't know what it's about.
It ain't about nothing is the point I'm making. It ain't about nothing.
Oh, this is about, the Red Scare. I get it.
Well, it's not even that, Star Trek. It's just like any show, it ain't going to be. I like it because I don't know what they're going to be dressed up like in this one. They go to the West, or the World War II Nazis, so it's like a history. They fly around, go, the one time.
It's not Mr. Peabody and Sherman. It's a damn, they in space.
I know,
a lot of them where they don't dress up like gangsters.
But there is a lot of them where they do, is the point I'm saying. That draws you in right there. And you watch those, if that's any count, you go and watch the other one. Plus, it comes on around 6 o'clock in these parts, so we put it on in slow. I don't like it as much as Maverick or Rockford, but it's, it's all right. Old Captain Kirk, yeah.
So Super Bowl Sunday, folks. It's our Super Bowl preview show. I hope you enjoy that. Jackie and I do not care.
I watch it. It's football. It's Super Bowl, but I guess I want Seahawks win because of the Cheaters. That's about it. That's all I got to say about this.
Feels like more people was talking about wrestling this week than the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I didn't watch much of the wrestling. People mad at the WWE because they let this dude named Roman Reigns, I don't know that much about it, but they let a guy win Royal Rumble and they feel like the WWE is trying to put them over and they don't want him to win. So they booed. This guy he's The Rock's cousin, Jackie.
Well, he's a good guy, bad guy.
He's a good guy, but fans don't like him, so they booed him. They're like, we don't like him.
They boo half of wrestling. Why is it different for him? He don't like it when they boo. They boo.
I guess they thought he was supposed to get cheers, but he got boos.
Well, sometimes you don't know how people are going to react to it. You don't know.
That's true. You got to throw it up against the wall and see who reacts. See who boos them. So we talked a little bit about sports.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I got that wrestling stuff in.
I don't keep up with them like I used to. When I was much younger, I used to watch football all the time, every day, and I still enjoy it sometimes when it's on. But I can't.
Every day?
Well, when during football season, you watch college football and watch UT Vanderbilt. I don't want to talk about Vanderbilt football right now.
Oh, yeah, let's
jump right over that.
See,
things like that, all this stuff going on, people, the hitting on people and then the rape, drugs, I just, I can't enjoy it.
This is why people would rather talk about wrestling than
I understand
than
that.
sports.
I understand that completely. Yeah.
But not us, because we really don't know anything about wrestling either.
Well,
that would have been fun to be in Philadelphia at Royal Rumble and just boo the shit out of somebody. That'd been awesome.
Well, it's fun. When I was younger, I liked to go up to Nashville see a wrestling deal.
Oh,
Jerry Lawler and Tojo Yamamoto. He's my favorite. I love him.
Okay.
And then who was the other one? I can't remember all the names, but they're good.
Most of those people probably dead.
Well,
had one of the Dudley boys back at damn Royal Rumble. Saw his picture. Royal Rumble, they bring old people back. Royal Rumble's when they get 30 of them in the ring and they're counting down. They're bringing in new people and they bring in. Oh, look, that's one of the Dudley boys. One of them, whichever one. That's fun.
Yeah, looking back at the old wrestlers, when they're still living. Give them respect that they, those people and like all people in sports, you better appreciate them when they get old because they done give the body away for your entertainment. Half of them, they all crippled up.
That is something the WWE does. They trot out when they need 30, 40 people in the ring. Some of the old people that have, been abused and bodies halfway gone.
Yeah.
Get them in the ring. And when I say old people, I'm talking 40. Get them in the ring, one last time before their knees are shot or their brain's gone. Next time you see them is going to be at the damn Hall of Fame ceremony if they live that long. See, that's something you don't get in a lot of other sports. They don't bring somebody retires, they go live in a mansion or they get a good job, calling games or whatever. They don't. bring them out like in wrestling and we let somebody hit them in the head. Like, it'd be cool. Like in baseball, like here's somebody retired 10 years ago, but we bringing them out, and then everybody just like throw something at their head.
What?
Get the bats out.
That's for wrestling and the other sports. They do that sometimes in other sports, but not on regular like wrestling does. Yeah, they give him something to do. It's like being a Walmart grader or something else. We get to a certain age, that be thankful that they able to go in there and do that stuff.
I think Diamond Dallas Page was in this. I don't know that much about wrestling. I enjoy it when I see it. I like reading about it. I like hearing that the fans booed the guy they were trying to turn into the next big thing. That's fun, and wrestling sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot more fun than this damn Super Bowl.
Yeah. This one here, now, Super Bowl usually good. It's kind of, I don't know how
this year it's Katy
It's
Perry. Katy Perry is halftime.
Who?
Katy Perry.
I don't know. I'll tell you what it is. They usually, now that's something else they do. Super Bowl, got to give them credit for that. They have old people come out and do stuff in the middle on halftime. Got old people all the time. I don't know which Katy Perry. How old is she?
30.
Before her, who was it? I can't remember all of
Well,
them.
was Bruno Mars last year?
I don't know. These youngins I'm talking before that, they got the old people from.
Bruce Springsteen did one.
He's old. Rolling Stones, old Rolling Stones.
They real old.
Yeah, they're old as hell. They let them on there, give them, respect or whatever in between.
But the difference, I guess it's the same thing, because in wrestling, what you do is get hit and thrown out of the ring. And in music, what you do is you come out there and prance around, and everybody pretends they still like you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing, except nobody gets hit. Now, what would have been fun, Rolling Stones come out there, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards just start wailing on each other. I'd watch that over and over again.
Yeah, I would too. I'd like to see, I don't know which one's which, but they all look like old. They look, yeah. I laugh when they on TV. I don't know why anybody still puts them on TV, but, give them respect. Yeah, that's what it is.
Respect, folks. That's what we're talking about.
Try to let them out there and think that they still worth something. You get up in age. I know how it is to feel useless. I know I make good food. People like to come in here and eat this, but the rest of it, I don't know.
Sometimes you're like, what's the point? I mean, that's pretty much what I get out. Like, they have, here comes Diamond Dallas Page. Like, really? This is what you survive? You give it to y'all. You make it this long. And this is all you got to look forward to. Even the Rolling Stones, Richer Than God, coming out there, hobbling around. Now he running around. Mick Jagger's they give him a shot of cortisone or something so he can go all over the stage.
Look like a skinny chicken with the head cut off running around flapping.
Well, what's it all worth in the end? What's the point of it all? Money?
Everybody gonna want money. If you can spend all the money, can't take it with you. It's an old saying, but it's true.
Yeah. So it ain't money. Sex? I mean, if you Mick Jagger, you get a shot in your dick and you can still throw it to some model, I guess.
I don't want to hear about any of that.
But even that seems pointless after a while.
The gold chariot, depending on, Grim Reaper Monster, one of the two, going to be taking them on either Glory or the other place when the time comes. Don't matter what you do while you're here.
Bill Monroe, Father Bluegrass.
Now, he's in heaven.
Winds up on a Ricky Skaggs music video.
That's respect. See, showing him respect.
Having to act. Then goes home and yells at his band.
Yeah.
What's the point of it all, I guess is what we're asking. We don't expect you to have the answer, but maybe while you're sitting there getting drunk watching the Super Bowl, just toss it around your mind for a little bit.
Ponder. See if you that's, we even watching this Super Bowl just to, somebody's cheating and all this is probably rigged, everything else.
Probably going to win it. Probably going to win it.
What's the point?
Sitting there with your friends, sitting in a room with your friends yelling and screaming, getting drunk, red in the face, stuffing Fritos in your mouths.
I like Cheetos. That'll get a big bowl of Cheeto orange. I like that.
Cheetos in your mouth. Look next to you at your friend sitting beside you on the couch. Probably a friend of several years. And then look on the other side. Who's that asshole? These are the people you're surrounding yourself with. And you don't know if on the way home you might get hit by a bus. But this is how you chose to spend this afternoon with these stupid motherfuckers.
Hey, what
watching cheating millionaires make more money. Katy Perry singing a bunch of nonsense.
I don't know what she is. How old is she?
I think she's 25, 30.
25.
I don't know. She might be 30.
It's a country.
What do you think?
If she's anything like the other one, she ain't.
She is not.
All right. I'm going to get on the computers. Somebody got to show me how to get YouTube's or Twitter's to work so I can watch that video.
Ricky Skaggs
Ricky
video.
Skaggs video. I'll just watch that instead.
So enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday, everybody. Are we done? No, we're just getting started.
I hadn't done my sponsor yet.
Yeah,
Let me
we're
do my
30 minutes
sponsor.
in. I thought, well, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. We don't know anything about the Super Bowl. Even if we work in wrestling and Ricky Skaggs, that won't take that long. But half an hour is gone by.
We only got a half hour left. I'll do sponsor then. Let me get it out of the way. Let me just go.
Go.
All right,
I ain't holding you back no more, Jackie. Let her go.
All right,
Let
enough.
her go, boy.
All right, hush, slow and talk now. Now, everybody knows a good product or a good deal when you see it. And but when do you see two good deals happen at the same time? Don't happen that often. You know, you're looking to find one.
Like, what would be an example of two good deals happening at the same time?
Well, just, let me tell you. I'm going to give you an example right here. Two good deals happening at the same time. Everybody knows carriage around the square, movies around the square, did a mule rider.
Uh-huh.
Take you around the square for a ride. It's for one time. I can't remember the prices. She needs to write them down on here.
Uh-huh.
I know going around more.
Take a stab at it.
Well, I think it's $20 for one time around,
Uh-huh.
and then either 40 or 60 for. No, it's 60 for the second time around. 16. I can't remember.
That pricing structure is fuck, Jackie. That don't make any sense.
I don't need to hear the language about it. You go talk to her, and I hope you got a better mouth than that if you did. I can't remember. Bless.
So $20 for one time around and $60 for two times around.
Two times, I think, you go around it. But you can get off of it. I know this. If you say, no, I just want one time around, you can step off of it and then get back on like it's a new one, and she'll give you the same price.
Is
Go
there
around.
a technicality? Can you take both? Do you have to have both feet off the carriage?
Yeah, you got to get complete. She'll make you get completely out of that thing. She gets that. She get on out.
But once you get the second foot on the ground, you can just step right back in and do another
Like
ride
you
around.
somebody else, she'll give you, it's kind of a wink sort of thing.
Do you have to pretend to be someone else?
Well, no, she knows who you are. She just, you want to go around again. I think what she says, you give them $20 instead of the 60 go. No stopping and getting off, basically, if you want continuous. But those prices have varied. I do know that, whatever those prices are with these two deals going on. This is something else here.
Now, last time she was on here, you talked about you could do movies around the square.
Movies around the square, you watch, if you get so far in the movie, you need to go around again, but you can get off, get back on, but she'll rewind it and make you start it over again.
Is it a videotape? I thought it was like a DVD.
I have you make it work. I don't know. I hit the rewind button, go back to the beginning.
She might have a VCR hooked up.
I think it's either DVD. It's all in one thing. It's a little TV, and it's got the thing you put it in underneath it. That's all I know.
So you can go around the square, and she will just point out history of Murfreesboro. Or you can go around the square, movies around the square, and watch what are the
That was
movies?
something new she was doing. I know it was a Monsters for the Kids. It's
Interview with a Vampire.
Interview with Vampire.
And the other one was 8 Men Out.
That's what it was. Baseball, yeah. I think
Those are your two choices.
either one of those. But for adults, they don't watch my stuff. But kids want to go out there and go around square away, want put on a monster show or whatever. I ain't seen that. I don't know about no vampire. But she ain't doing movies around the square right now, and she ain't doing just regular carriage around the square right now. She's got together, everybody knows old Wesley Press and how smart he is. He lived right there under the square. So she goes around, and he got to thinking and went to her, and she got to thinking, and they put two good things to make one better thing all by itself. Because everybody knows old Wesley Press, he'll tutor your kids smart as a whip. We all thought he'd go far, something, but for whatever reasons, he decided to just give back to the community, I think, and didn't go off to all the, fancy colleges he certainly got into, scholarships everywhere. But he decided to stay here and give back to the community. So if your child's suffering in any kind of grades, you bring them down there, he'll straighten them out. He has a little place where he works, his home, basically. He lives there in our square, but there was complaints about cigarette smoking there when he's trying to, have the kids do the lesson. Now, he smoked outside, but, he'd say, do this problem. I'll be back in a minute. Get a child, try to figure out how to do it himself. He'd go outside, smoke a cigarette, come back in. But when the children aren't there, he smoke all the time, just stink it up, and everybody complain. So he said, well, she's outside all the time in the fresh air. So it's lessons around the square. You got a child that needs help in algebra, history, English, anything. He's smart as a whip. Let me tell you how smart old Wesley Press is, to those of you who don't know or may not know. He's smart as a whip. You everybody remember that Unabomber fella? During that whole time, and he was crazy, but the Unabomber, everybody knows how smart he was. Put that thing in a letter and send it off. But now, old Wesley Press, during that time for the cult, whatever his name was, Unabomber, he was a person of interest, and they pulled him in. Of course, he didn't have anything to do with that. Nothing at all. But they just knew we need to find the smartest people around the country who may be doing this. And he sure was one of them. They sat him down. They talked to him 2 or 3 days, I think, went back in. But he's smart as a whip. He'll get your child's grades up. And now out in the open, fresh air, because it's lessons around the square. Old Dilly Mule Rider and a fine horse, ex-racing horse, second Epiphany. And then old Bluto the Mule. They'll pull that carriage around, and Wesley Press will be in there with you. And you learning their lesson, and he can smoke, but it's outside now, so he can smoke, not have to get off the carriage, but just out in the air. It ain't gonna he'll blow it away. He don't blow it at child, he'll blow it at in the air. So lessons around the square, come on down. It's 3 times around and work out problems. I think they work together. I think they work it with different parents individually on prices. I don't know how they're gonna combine these two particular things as far as how much it's going to cost right now at this time, because he usually gives an hour with one child, and then one time he's doing 2 kids same time at hour. But now he's on there, and I don't know how many times an hour she would go around the square. I have no idea if her prices have changed. I'm assuming they have. So lessons around the square. Take your child down. They can learn a little bit about Murfreesboro, because she'll do her thing, tell everything around the square and all the history of that, and then he'll help them with whatever kind of problems they got. Lessons around the square.
I can see how this is better than sending your child to a studio apartment located under the courthouse that's filled with cigarette smoke and old newspapers. And creepy Wesley Press standing over their young, innocent shoulder, dropping ash on it.
He don't smoke in there when the
Saying,
child is
mumbling,
there.
Whatever, you did that wrong with it. Just creepy. Okay, get out of Buffalo Bill's house. Put them outside where more eyes are on them. That sounds like a good plan.
Well, it is.
I don't see how this is conducive to children learning anything. First of all, if you got a kid in a carriage and there's damn donkey in front of them, all the kid's going to think about is donkey butt.
Oh, she ain't got that movie playing or nothing like that.
Donkey butt.
Donkey butt, hell. Wesley Press will keep you focused on the grades. If you back there, he'll get your attention. And I'm telling you, if he's got a grades guarantee. So if you take your child there and they still failing, you get some of your money back. It's grades guaranteed, he said.
Dilly Mule Rider yelling. She's brassy.
She'll
brassy
do that
woman.
the first time around. That's learning too, ain't it? The child's
That's
gonna
where
learn.
my divorce lawyer works. Over there's where just awful. And then
She
kinda
don't
creepy.
just talk about her divorce. She talks about some of them buildings been there since 18 whatever.
Wearing her bonnet.
Well, she's dressed like at that time,
A little creepy also because carriage rides usually signify romantic. And you got Wesley Press
That's something
cuddled
else.
up next to your little boy or girl.
Oh, come on. Watch your mouth. It's saying and making. Listen,
Mumbling and smoking.
that is taking a romantic thing or whatever you want to call it, a man and a woman or whoever else, whatever if they want, ride around a square, that sort of thing on a date. That's nighttime date. This is during the day, daytime on the weekends.
Also, when your kid is stupid and needs tutoring, you take them somewhere private so they don't get made fun of. This is like parading all the dumb kids around the square in Murfreesboro with a crazy mumbler next to you and a crazy bonnet-wearing brassy lady.
All right.
Pull it with...
He had the child in a private place down there, and the children came home, complained, smelled like smoke, everything else.
Scared to death.
Not well, they scared straight or scared smart. That's scared. You get your grades up, you don't have to, come back here all the time. So, you like I said, grades guaranteed. He ain't supposed to be the best friend or nice to look at or whatever it is you want him to be.
Well,
you call
good,
him
'cause
creepy.
he ain't.
Well,
And also, just to put another horrifying image in your mind, or your mouth,
what?
starts in your mind, and then you want it out of your mind so bad you manage to work it from your mind, maybe down through your nasal cavities into your mouth, because it
All
hurts
right.
to be in your mind, and you can spit it out of your mouth. And the image I'm talking
What
about
the hell are you...
is Wesley Press and Dilly Mule Rider getting it on, because I have heard
What?
that the whole reason that this started is because they are a couple.
Listen, why are you bringing that up on here? It ain't got, if they are, if they ain't, it's personal business between them. There's no reason for you to say it on here. There's no reason to talk about it at all. They're not going to be together or whatever you talking about.
Well, I heard
When a
they-
child is with them, that's,
they might. What if they hold hands?
they can't hold hands because he got to hold a ruler and a pencil. That they are, if they want to hold hands, they'll hold hands on their own time. And there's,
She's got to be 30 years older than him.
well, that's their choice, even though it ain't right. So be it. That's how they want to, He got a few years on him too, but
I remember it's one time in high school, some of the boys on the football team tried to they were like, "Hey, Dunlap, you want us to show you how to make egg salad?"
what?
And I was like, hey, there's Wesley Press. He said he wants to know how to make egg salad. And they grabbed him and drug him into the showers in the locker room. And they had, I don't know how many eggs, man.
Oh.
I mean, just egg after egg.
Awful. Awful.
And they just pelted him with these raw eggs. And the sound, it was just like hard, man. I mean, you know how strong a teenage football player is. It was just like hard.
Pitiful.
Just smack eggs.
And
just covered
you
in
partly
it.
responsible.
Oh,
putting them
I
out.
threw eggs because they forgot about me. So I was just throwing eggs too.
Oh,
They're like,
hell.
you want in on this? I'm like, yeah, let's show him how to make a fucking egg salad, man.
All right, watch your mouth. Where are all them people now? Tell me where all them they acting
some
that.
of them dead.
Well,
some
yeah.
some of them went on to have a pretty good life.
Well, they ain't real smart, and they ain't helping. That's the best thing you can do is help a child, as far as I'm concerned, through life. And Lord knows He helps a lot of them get good in grades, and they'll go on and have a good life.
He's
So,
probably tutoring some of the children of his worst high school bullies, I'd say.
all right,
Exactly.
pitiful.
Oh, God. So that's lessons around the square.
I say it. That's lessons around the square. I said it I don't know how many times. Then you come on and talking about their private life or what they do when they ain't working. It ain't nobody's business. If your child's having problems in school and they don't get out of the house or whatever, play the Nintendos on the TV all day and don't do the grades, we'll get them outside and get them learning. On lessons round the square, that's round the square, old Wesley Press, still the mule rider, pull you around the square, leading old Second Epiphany and Blue Old Mule. There, I said it. My sponsor. You say whatever your sponsor is now.
Jackie, I got a sponsor.
Well,
I don't know if you're going to like it or
I
not.
may not. Probably not.
Okay. I know you like to have fun and make you jokes, but we do need to be serious here for a second. You remember little Sissy Rinsgard,
Oh, yeah.
Murfreesboro's own formerly dead child, and she went on to write 2 books that were very, very popular. They've been sponsors on here before. I don't know if y'all remember them, but the first one was I Go Heaven.
I go heaven. That's sweet as can be. That's adorable.
By little Sissy Rinsgard, as told to Lydia Rinsgard, her mother. And then Back to Heaven, where she died again and went back to heaven. And that was as told to David Ox Rinsgard, her father.
Daddy. Yeah, daddy. Yeah, well,
Her father. They've split up Lydia and David Ox Rinsgard. And David Ox Rinsgard doesn't have full. He's got some visitation, but he doesn't have full custody.
And he needs to be more responsible. He don't need to be leaving paydays. The child's allergic. That's almost.
That was what happened last time.
After what she's been through already is pitiful, and to put her, you need to be responsible, and as a parent, and put that up high, Dad. If you like to pay that payday, you need to put it somewhere where the child can't see it, because they'll eat it. And sure enough, that's what happened. She get killed over. Bless her heart. Thank God. He decided she needed to come back. I don't know about all that book of his, though. I don't know about that one. The first one's the sweet as can be.
I have some, this is some rough stuff. I'm just going to try to get it out real fast.
Wow.
So little Sissy Rinsgard was at home at her mother's house, at Lydia's house. And Lydia had to run out to the dry cleaner or something. Only going to take a few minutes. When she come home, Sissy apparently had an episode.
What episode?
And Lydia came in and she found Sissy unresponsive on the floor.
What?
Sorry. Give me.
Oh,
so
Lord.
she tried to do CPR. She tried to do the stuff you do.
Oh, bless her.
When you
sweet
come in,
soul.
you find somebody just laying there like that, and she finally called. She was on the phone, but I heard the 911 call. I don't think they should even play stuff like that because it doesn't do anybody any good. You don't want to hear it. I think it's online.
No, sir. I don't want to hear that.
So they got 911 over there, and they got the paramedics there and the firemen, and I'm sorry. Hold on.
What?
Just give me 1 second.
What is it? Is she gone?
Oh God!
Don't tell me she's gone.
So the paramedics came in. They said that there was nothing they could do.
Oh, bless her heart.
And Lydia just stood there with the phone in her hand, and they were all just standing around her, and she come back, baby.
What?
She come back.
She
To heaven and back. 3-peat, baby. 3-peat.
she can't. She's all right.
She is fine, Jackie.
Oh, bless.
3 times to heaven, and you can read all about it in the new book, Back 3 Heaven.
Back 3 heaven.
And the 3 is written backwards like a little kid did it.
Oh,
So as told to Lydia Rinsgard.
oh, bless her heart.
Oh, it was touch and go there for a second, but she came back from heaven and wrote a book about it. Little Sissy Rinsgard, back here on earth amongst the living.
Oh, and her mama helped her with this one.
Her mama helped her with this one.
Bless her heart.
Let me tell you something, folks. If you thought heaven was crazy the first 2 times little Sissy went, you're going to want to get back 3 written backwards, because heaven got crazier. In the time that Sissy was alive, something happened, and they pulled out all the stops. Heaven is off the hook, and you can read all about it in Back 3 Heaven, as by Little Sissy Rinceguard, as told Lydia Rinceguard.
Hook.
And they got it down at the Glory Shelf, Books and Balloons. Ted and Ralph, they're going to have a signing down there, Back 3 Heaven.
Oh, bless
Little
her heart.
Sissy. I just want to read a little bit here.
Thank God she's okay. That poor child, what she been through.
I knew where everything in heaven was by this point.
Yeah.
So I just helped myself to some snacks.
Bless your heart.
Jesus come around the corner and said, "Oh, hey, you're back." I said, "Yeah." I saw a giant cage. I said, "What's in there, God?" God said, "That's where we keep all the peanuts."
What?
Oh, so I can't get them and hurt myself like happened when I was with my daddy. "You got it, kiddo," said
Well,
God.
That's thinking for you right there. Like God, we all know Lord Jesus smart as anybody ever was, but that's a more attitude to have than a daddy just leaving a payday on the table. That's wrong parenting as far as I'm concerned.
I seen a hole in the cloud, and everyone in heaven was standing around looking down.
Huh?
What are they looking at? I asked St. Peter. St. Peter said, "That's the hole where you can look down and see what's happening in hell." Oh, who are they looking at being tortured? They're looking at daddies who cheat on mommies.
Huh?
Good stuff. Heartwarming. If you think, I wish I could know what heaven was like, but I wish I could know what it was like, and a 6-year-old told me.
That's why they go to help God the innocent. God loves children the most and loves the innocent. It's probably hard for
That
God.
reminds me.
Well,
I asked God, "Who do you love the most?" Children.
yeah. Loves children the most. Yeah. Bless their heart.
It's right there in the book. It's in the damn book.
They love children so much, it's just imagine what they go through. Just not bringing them all up to heaven, you know.
If God had his way, he'd take all the kids to heaven right now.
He loves them so much, yeah. He's not going to do that now.
No, because he owes you something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he don't owe you nothing. You owe him something. That's how it works.
So that's Back 3 Heaven, 3 backwards, as told to Lydia Rinceguard. They're having a signing down there. Everybody welcome, except for David Ox Rinceguard. There is some legal difficulties, and we have been asked if you see David Ox Rinceguard hanging around the perimeter, please call the police.
Well, if I see him, I'm going to tell him a thing or two about carelessness and children leave a payday laying out. It's pitiful.
And you're going to want to see little Sissy because since she come back, she's changed.
Well,
She's different this time.
well,
She knows things. It's not in the book, but what I've been hearing from the folks at school is that she just walks around prophesying.
Well,
She says she's seen things and she knows what the future has in store.
well, bless your heart.
And that God is not happy with us. Now, none of this is in the book, so it's not canon. But she's a little different. She's very somber. Spooky.
Well, she probably sick if you died 3 times. I don't know why they have her out there signing stuff. I'd have her in the hospital for a little while. Bless her heart.
And no kid likes to be in the hospital, Jack.
Well, I know that. Her mama probably knows more than I do. I ain't going to tell her mama had a parent a child, but just, I hope I give her breaks or something from the signing. She can't sit there all day after what she's been through.
Hell is worse than you thought, is what she's been telling people on the playground and making them cry.
Huh.
So that's Back 3 Heaven. Little Sissy Rinsgard going down, signing. Glory Shelf, Books and Balloons.
Old Ted and Ralph, I ain't seen them in a while since I got the last one. I go in there and say hi to them. Been a while.
Yeah, you gotta have to build a new bookshelf. This kid keeps dying.
Well,
Go to IKEA or something.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
hey, it's Jackie Pro Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, that was good.
That's what they're supposed to, trying to get excited about, but I can't. You know, if you're watching Super Bowl, we're doing this before Super Bowl starts, so we can go to our respective places, which will be different. You will be going somewhere different than where
And I'll
I'm
be
going to
at
go.
Jackie's house watching
No,
the
you
Super
will
Bowl.
not be over there making a scene.
I tell you what, folks, I am less than halfway to being drunk because the first half of our podcast took an hour, and then I had some water and chewed a stick of gum.
It's because you just run your mouth.
So I got to get some more beer. I'm going to have to sneak upstairs and get some out of the
Well,
cooler.
you ain't doing it now. I'm keeping an eye on you. I'm going to lock this place up, and you go on about your business.
Now,
I
people,
feel sorry for whoever you show up at.
I'll be honest, I do too.
Yep.
But it ain't my problem, really. Nothing I can do about it. Out of my control.
Either way, like I said earlier, don't care about the Super Bowl too much. Either one of them, Patriots, Seahawks. I hope it's a good game. I always hope it's a good game. And I hope I keep them balls flated enough.
Is a Seahawk a real bird? Or is it like from Game of Thrones?
What? Game of what?
I mean, I've never. Is that a thing you can see if you go to Seattle? There's a damn look out for the Oh, if you go to Seattle, let me tell you, watch out for the Seahawks. Is that a real bird, or they just make up a mythical beast?
What are you talking about? I'm sure they got a bird that's a Seahawk, a hawk that goes over the ocean, isn't it?
Well, isn't it just a regular hawk?
They change the names. There's different kinds of hawks, ain't they? I watch Animal Planet, and they got all sorts of names.
Let's name them: Red Hawk,
I don't know all the names of the hawks.
Chicken Hawk.
I know eagles better. There's golden eagle. There's, of course, bald eagle. There's, well, I know them two kind of
Those are
eagles.
good. Those are
Yeah.
good eagles.
Well, yeah. Well, bald eagle's the best one, yeah. But hawks, I don't know all, you know.
Best eagle, Joe Walsh,
What?
hands down.
Joe Walsh.
But, folks, you don't tune in to this podcast or whatever you do with the podcast to hear us talk for an hour about the Super Bowl, wrestling, Ricky Skaggs videos, and then our sponsors for another hour. You are here for politics. Y'all wonky. Y'all want to hear that inside the beltway, what's happening in 2016, game change, whatever. That the meat and potatoes of it, or
Well,
the not the meat and potatoes, the small little telling details, the behind the scenes finagling.
What?
That's what y'all want. Y'all want some of that good politics. Well, that's what we're here to give you. We're here to talk about 2016 presidential race.
Yeah, it's a mess so far.
A lot of big stuff happened this week. Mitt Romney.
I was surprised to hear that. Surprised knowing him, I figured he'd try it again.
I swear to God, Jackie, I thought this week about Wednesday. He was down in Mississippi. Always makes somebody look better when you hang out with people from Mississippi. It makes you look like there's something to you. You look presentable.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to look like they got something going on in the brains department, just hang out with people from Mississippi. So he's down there in Mississippi. He's eating barbecue. He's talking about poor people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I started thinking, oh, so okay, he's talking about poor people, so he doesn't seem like damn Richie Rich's cousin Reggie, but a Mormon one. He's in Mississippi, sweating, even though it's January. Everybody in Mississippi sweats in New Orleans. If you see a picture of anybody in Mississippi or New Orleans, no matter what time of year it is, they're covered in sweat.
That climate thing, yeah.
Their shirt sleeves are rolled up. If they're in New Orleans, they have a trumpet. So he's down there, and I started thinking, Jackie, you know what he's got going for him this time if he runs? He's got the narrative. I thought before, 3-time loser. Nobody wants a 2-time loser. They just going to be 3-time loser. Here comes the loser, Mitt Romney. But then I started thinking, no, America loves the underdog.
That's true, yeah.
So he'd have this whole story going into 2016. He's down there. He's talking about poor people. He's slamming Hillary. He's hanging out with the regular folks in Mississippi. And I thought, okay, he's going to win. Our next president of the United States of America is Mitt damn Romney.
I don't know about that.
Well, no, he dropped out the next day.
Well,
but for
yeah,
a second, I really thought he had something going on.
Well, people say, that's what old Nixon happened to him, They said he'd never win anything again. Lost, even I couldn't get on the school board or anything out in California.
And now look at him.
Yeah. Well, he gone now. I mean, he passed on.
He did.
But he's president.
And disgrace before that. He had the disgrace.
Yeah, the Watergate stuff. Yeah,
Had
people
to
made big
resign.
to do about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that,
Winner.
yeah.
Come from behind. America loves an underdog.
Nobody saw that coming. So I don't know if they could have won or not. You put him up against old, who, Hillary.
That's like hanging out with people from Mississippi.
Well, not too far from it, no.
It makes it look like, okay, Mitt Romney, damn. Where have you been hiding, handsome?
But he's gone.
He's gone. Everybody wants Romney donor money. Everybody's going after.
Now, who sat him down and told him you ain't going to run this year? Because he looked like he was getting ready to.
I guess, according to him, it was the Lord. But in reality, I don't know.
On the planet, Lord, that sort of thing.
I don't know. You think it was some big Republican bigwigs, some Koch brothers, some GOP
I say the money,
string pullers?
and that's on both sides. So I ain't saying one's worse than the other. It's all about getting that dollar, getting that money.
Making that money.
That's right. Now, he could have stayed in, at least made some more money. Now, I know it costs money, but it also, takes money to make money, they say. Running for president now is a business. That's all it is. It's a career. Old Huckabee's running again. He ain't no way he gonna win. He ain't gonna get the nomination, but he gonna sell some books.
Basically, everything he's saying is a rough draft for his next book.
Yep. It's the one that Grits, Guns, and Good Times, something like that. What is it?
I think that's it.
Grits, Guns, and Good Times. I hadn't read it yet. It looks like good. He's outside by a fence on the cover. I remember seeing it. They're selling that down at Ted Rouse, too. They got that. It's guns, God's in there. That's what comes first. God's, then guns, and grits,
And then
good times. Yeah.
Well, that's how it should go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the Bible would say.
And
God
he knows about
first.
that, yeah. He's a preacher. He knows all about Bible. But he ain't going to ever be president. He never going to be president.
Now, if what he's saying ain't in his last book, it's going to be in his next one.
Well, but he'll sell a bunch of books to people. He's on everything. Everybody gets to know him, gets to like him. He seemed like a nice fella.
You get that TV show back.
Yeah.
They need a
that
new
ain't
Mike
going nowhere.
Douglas.
They're going to need to fill that slot. Somebody be smart and give him a job. He knows. But they're going to give him more of a job, better job, if he run for president every time. I think it's the last one they got in him, I'd say.
Fickle, though, Jackie, people are fickle. They turned against Sarah Palin.
Yep.
You give one bad speech in your whole life.
Everybody gives bad speech. Everybody gets tongue-tied. Some more than others, I'll agree to that. Obama said, how many states are there? One time he said there's 57 states or something like that. He's said stuff that ain't right.
Right. Remember, what was the thing he said about the states? How many states there was?
57.
Right. See?
He says stupid things too.
Constantly.
Right. All the time. Today, he said, now get this, and this is when you need Mitt Romney. Today, they said Obama's going to try to put a bunch of taxes on money held outside of the United States. Going to tax you to put your money somewhere, wherever you should be able to put your money wherever the hell you want to.
Oh, I thought that was something like he made a mistake or something. I was waiting for the funny part.
No, it's just what he said. No, he said this right, but it's just awful what he said.
I got you.
I should be able to do whatever I want to with my money. If I pay my tax and give you a cut, take the little off the top, which you shouldn't do anyway.
Here it comes, Switzerland.
Yeah. I tell you, he'll be taxing people, putting them in jars in the backyard. If you bury it there, it's gonna be extra tax. You
Yard cops.
Yeah. Wouldn't put it past him.
There'll be a damn division of the IRS come around your damn backyard with fence post diggers.
Yeah, flashlights in the middle of the night. Yeah.
That must worry you, Jackie, because all you money's buried out in the backyard.
It don't start that. I'm just making an example of something. He just gonna take, if you good enough to make a lot of money, hell, the way he's taxing people, hard-working people to get money, and he gonna take all of it. I'd move it too. I'd try to put it somewhere, but he gonna find it. If you got it out of the country, he gonna find it and take a big chunk out of it because they need something to pay for them schools and all the homes for the illegal aliens that's staying.
FEMA camps also.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to have Obama to kick around much longer, Jackie.
Yeah.
Because 2016, we will be seeing a new Mr. or Mrs. President. The New York Times this week had an article called Who is Running for President or Not?
Yeah.
I think we had a video one time called Who's Running for President
Something
Now.
like that, way back in the day, yeah.
Maybe they ripped us off. Let's just go down this list real fast. We're at an hour and 6 minutes. But, people tune into this or whatever they do with podcasts.
You're just getting around to it because you run your mouth all the time. You say a bunch of words nobody wants to hear, and you talk about people's personal lives. I think just talk about politics.
Here they got to talk about their personal lives. Here we got the Democrats. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Expected to run
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Yep.
There was an article in Politico talking about how she was staffing up, getting her staff ready.
Yeah.
She's going to announce, they said, probably in April.
Yeah.
So are you ready for Mrs. Clinton to be president, Jackie?
Well, I tell you this. Now, they have another Benghazi thing up there where they ask all the questions about Benghazi.
Yeah.
And they're going, this time, it's
How's
just
it going to be different?
Like you say, well, she going to go talk on there, so that'll be fresh in everybody's mind after going there when they telling it it's her fault, Benghazi was, and they're going to tell her that and try to, so that's going to be fresh in everybody's mind because people forget.
But won't she just get up there and go, y'all done this 14 damn times, shut up?
Well,
and won't she look good? And won't she come out of this smelling like a daisy because she told all them to shut up?
I think it may look better if somebody's saying, the justice system is what it is, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this if no matter what. Even if she wins president, if she's going to be president, I hope they're still calling her in there and asking her about.
How long are we going to just even after she's president, maybe they'll keep calling her in?
Absolutely. They better. They better subpoena her or whatever else they got to do come next hearing, Benghazi hearing, because they need to keep having them till Obama and her need to at least accept, responsibility for the terrible things that they do. And he's smug. He's knows better than everybody. And she's almost same way.
Well, look, Jackie, she may not even make it to president because look who she might be running against. Martin O'Malley.
Oh?
I don't know. Former Maryland governor.
Yeah.
Says, I'm very seriously considering running in 2016.
Yeah.
He managed Bill de Blasio's mayoral campaign in New York.
That's it. What? He ain't. No. Bill de Blasio, if you got anything to do with that man, you just don't need to.
Half the people turn their back on you.
Yeah.
You're just being sworn in.
Yeah.
Secret Service turn their back. You
That's
can't be
right.
president with Secret Service back turned toward
No,
you.
sir. No, sir.
Dangerous. Jim Webb,
Who?
former United States Senator. I think this is the guy who said we need to focus on the troubles of white people in the Democratic Party. We forgot about the white people. It's amazing to me. He said something that could get you drummed off a damn Twitter, and it's his presidential platform. There's a disconnect. People are running for president saying things you can't even joke about, and they're saying them seriously. Rick Santorum is going to get millions and millions of dollars. Still has a Twitter account.
Well, he's one. That's the guy that's going to run. You know, it's like a business. What does Rick Santorum do? I know he's a preacher. This, that,
Sweater
good for him.
money.
Well, sweater money, whatever it is. He got to act like he running for president or really try. You know,
And then he goes on.
another book.
Do people buy that many of these fucking books? Who reads this shit?
Watch your mouth. Yes, people buy them.
Joe Biden
Oh hell.
says probably not running to.
Well,
Probably not going to run.
Well, probably that's the wisest. That's the best thing that ever come out of that man's mouth. Surprise! You talk about talking bad. You talk
it'd be
about
so much fun, Jackie.
oh hell.
Just waiting for him to say something and then doing a podcast on it.
Oh,
That's an industry right there. Not running, Elizabeth Warren. I am not running for president. You want me to put an exclamation point at the end?
she's always. I don't like him. Wall Street. She don't like people, enterprising people that make money for themselves. People who put their mind to good use and go out there and work hard and make a good living for themselves. She don't like it.
Expected to run Bernie Sanders, the independent. That would be a fun debate. We need a cranky old guy. We need a Ron Paul.
I miss old Mike Gravel.
We need a Mike Gravel.
He's in charge of marijuana now.
He is in charge of this nation's marijuana.
Well, at least got someone older from a different generation that might know a little bit more about
Right.
it. But
He's
either
not
way,
there to party. He's really going to take care of it.
He's going to do all this marijuana stuff now. That's what he's
He's
going
who
to do.
you want. You at a party, like, here, hold my keys so I don't get drunk and drive. Like, you'd want to hand them to Mike Gravel.
Yeah. Now, that's he got him a cushy job. You know, I wouldn't want that job.
Cushy.
Well,
Get it?
cushy.
Not running on the Republican side, Mr. Mitt Romney. I did not want to make it more difficult for someone else to emerge who may have a better chance of becoming the president, is what he says.
What?
So, Mitt is out. Expected to run, Jeb Bush.
Yeah, mush face.
Old mush face. I can't see him winning. His whole thing is he's supposed to be the smart Bush. Why would we want the smart Bush? We chose our Bush for obvious reasons.
I was just fine with the Bush that we had for as long as we had him, but
if you want to elect a Bush, you need to find a dumber Bush. We will vote for him. We're not going to vote for a smarter Bush.
not the he's mush face, and he just don't come off presidential to me. Now, I'll give him a chance. I ain't gonna say nothing bad against him, besides what I just said, and I'm gonna watch it and see what it does, and I'll make up my mind then.
If they had a softest hands contest, he might win that. But he ain't going to win president.
If they had the mush his face contest, he'd be the win that one too.
Now, here's a rising star in the Republican Party. He give a good speech. Sarah Palin gives a bad speech. Scott Walker gives good speech, and suddenly he bounds to the top of the polls in Iowa.
Yeah.
Now, these Iowa polls, is you just asking people in Iowa a question a year out, and nobody cares a year in. Their minds are clouded with loose meat sandwich.
Oh.
But they love Scott Walker right now. At the latest poll from Iowa, he is at the top. He's number one pick. Oh, Scott Walker, governor of Wisconsin. Hates unions.
Yeah.
Had a recall. He beat the recall. He's back. Never left. Scott Walker give a good speech. People like him. They said some people are worried about his charisma, but I guess he gave a good speech.
I didn't see this speech or whatever, but I saw him on one of these news shows. They would ask him all questions. He's a good talker. I can see a good speech coming out of him because he's a good talker.
Scott Walker, good talker.
That's it. He needs to put that on if he wants to do it, put it on every single sticker on the car, bumper sticker.
Shirt, hat.
Yeah, need all that. That's what they say.
Loose meat sandwich.
Scott Walker, good talker, because he is. I'm going to keep my eye on him, too.
Whenever we start talking, when a new election happens and people are on the ground in Iowa, I always want a loose meat sandwich. Can you order some loose meat sandwich? Does anybody listen to us in Iowa? Can you mail us some loose? Now, not in an envelope. I want you to go to a place that can ship this and it come in some damn dry ice.
Yeah.
But I would enjoy a loose meat. I guess we could go to Iowa.
Oh, hell.
This would be the fun time to do it.
If you want to hear some good speeches, maybe, but other than that, I don't see no reason to go. Well, sandwich, yeah.
Sandwich.
I'd go for a sandwich. I'd eat one of them.
Yeah, I'd eat a loose
Remember,
meat sandwich.
Elvis he would get on a jet plane and fly, go somewhere, go get some kind of sandwich he liked.
Speaking of fat people, Chris Christie expected to run. Angry, vindictive, fun. I can't wait.
Well, see about that. I thought I always thought he was the best one if he'd lose some weight and take care of that bridge business. Now, he took care of that bridge business, took care of that real quick, said, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Just like,
But he ain't lost no weight yet.
No, he ain't lost it. He looked like he put on weight.
Jeb Bush lost weight.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell he's running for president.
He can't lose that off his face, the way his face hangs. The way the fat hangs off his face is why he call him mush face. Nothing you can do about that except plastic surgery. And
you don't want we're never going to elect a president that's had obvious plastic surgery.
No, sir. They look crazy like it. Look like a monster.
We ain't going to elect a damn fat president.
No.
And we're not going to elect a bald president.
Well, they could be bald if they look like, what's his name? Statham.
Oh, Jason Statham. Yeah, if you shave your head, but you can't kind of be like half-assing it or comb over or like you can't look like Dr. Strangelove president. Like that ain't never going to happen. We never going to have a bald president. But you're right, Jackie. If you shave it, you look like Joe the plumber.
Oh, yeah, Joe Plummer, he looked presidential. I don't know if I want him to be president, but he sure did look it. Yeah, you could be bald, but you got to have like it all the way bald. Telly Savalas, I could see him. He ever played president on something?
I don't think so.
No, well.
Too swarthy.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, he just bald-headed.
Mike Huckabee expected to run.
We talked about him already. I know he's running.
Here's the quote. I feel compelled to ascertain if the support exists strongly enough for another presidential run. That's the worst sentence. So as we say in television, stay tuned. So he was a governor, and he's a preacher, and he's a bass player. He got his hands in lots of pies. But I like how he pretty much now is a TV show host. That's what he's referring to himself. So as we say in television, like he is Mike Douglas now.
He was a good show. I like that show. He was Mike Douglas. It had a little bit of gospel involved,
Just a little bit.
Little bit.
More than Mike Douglas would have had.
Yeah, Mike Douglas wouldn't have none of that. But
Mike Douglas is in Gator.
Oh, that's right. He's a mayor in that.
So that's one over on Mike Huckabee.
See, in a high political office, you could see Mike Douglas in. Not like you were saying Telly Savalas, but Mike Douglas, he ever played president?
Now I think he wanted to be. Wasn't he governor of Georgia in Gator, and he wanted to be president. So that's why they called in Jack Weston.
Called in him to get old Burt Reynolds
to go
Gator.
Clean up Jerry Reed town.
Yeah, Jerry Reed, awful in that, just mean as can be.
Clip of the week, Gator.
That's the whole movie. That can't be a clip. Clip of the week is Ricky Skaggs. Don't change it. You can't do clip of the week.
Clip of the week is Ricky Skaggs' Country Boy video. But
Country Boy.
Get a chance, you should watch Gator. They just put it out widescreen edition.
Gator's good. Yeah, I like it.
Mike Huckabee, name of the book, Jackie, was Guns, God, Grits, and Gravy.
Didn't have good times in it?
Good times was not in it.
You don't need to add. You already know it's good times with just that. You don't need. That's too much.
Those four things.
That's you know you're in for a good.
Now, he's somebody fat, lost weight to run for president. Now he's somewhere in between. Gained a lot of it back during that Chick-fil-A stuff. Just showing how much he hated gays. He's just shoving them in his mouth.
He was doing that for political. Yeah, I mean, you give him a pass on that.
It's a stunt. It's like one of them hot dog eating contests.
Yeah, same thing. How many chicken sandwiches you can eat to show them, either going to hell or, it ain't right.
That's Mike Huckabee talking, not Jackie Brawls.
I don't know how I feel about it. I ain't going to, yeah.
Marco Rubio seems to be flaming out.
He's the one that gets the water.
He's the one that gets the water.
He gets real thirsty. People would watch it. He needs to do it more because I seen him make a speech too, and he don't do it no more. And that's what
he was drinking.
That's the thing that people sticks in the head about you. So he can give the best speech in the world. Also, why he can't stop and get a drink of water, and everybody applaud. You know what I mean?
You want to see the hits when you go to the concert.
That's the thing that people know you for. Don't let him make it bad about you. Make it be the thing that you do. I drink water. Nothing wrong with that. I'm making a speech. I'm up there talking. I need a sip of water.
Water healthy.
Yeah. He's supposed to drink water. So I don't know, they make a big to-do about it, but now that it's a big to-do, you don't leave something like that lying there. You
use it.
You grab a hold of that and go further.
It humanizes you. People say, who's this senator talking to me? Damn, you know who he is? He's somebody who's desperate for a drink of water. I've been there.
Thirsty. You can relate to that. Everybody been thirsty at some point in their life.
Expected to run Rand Paul, our senator from Kentucky.
Yeah.
Has called his candidacy an ongoing discussion. Speaking of somebody give speeches, do a little sideshow. Remember, he give that filibuster and eat all that candy, Jackie?
He sat there and talked. How long was it? He sat there and talked.
16 days.
It was 16 days. He don't like Obama killing innocent people with drones. Is that what it was?
I think so.
I think that's why he sat there.
I don't know.
Well, he was, something Obama did. Either way,
right. Yeah.
Either way, take a pick. Which awful thing Obama done? But he stood up there and for 16 days.
I know it was longer than 2 weeks.
It was longer than that because everybody's talking about it. And you look at it like, I think it's in Guinness Book of World Records too, isn't it? And
I think it's got a picture of him eating that candy and talking.
Nothing wrong with making new records as long, if you could combine that with telling people how awful Obama is, I hope you win all the awards.
Oh, I the longest fingernails, and on the fingernails is written Obama sucks. Come on.
Yeah.
We can make the world records better.
Yeah, absolutely. Just all you got to do is add one thing. It's a thing, but that's it. Eat candy. I hope he keeps doing that because I remember that's how I know Rand Paul sitting there talking forever, and he just do it real fast, put some of that candy in his mouth and keep on talking. He gets some of I always remember him having chocolate all over his face. I don't remember him just standing there talking in front of all of them, just kept popping that candy. So that's how I think of him. I'm sure there's other people do like that too. So he needs to keep eating candy. Like everybody be go, oh, there he goes,
Rubio,
candy mouth. Yeah, use what you got. Now he's got his daddy and a bunch of crazy ideas he got from his daddy. That may be enough. It may not.
Well, he's saying right now he's calling out Jeb Bush. Already taking it to Bush. Jeb Bush about smoking pot. He's saying Jeb Bush admitted to smoking pot, but he was against pot in Florida, and he's calling him a hypocrite. Rand Paul is embracing the pot.
Embracing it?
He said, pot. He's going to make pot his issue.
That's one of them crazy things. If a state wants to sell it, everybody can stay high and wreck cars and mess up at the workplace, whatever you want to do, go for it. That's fine. Everybody wants to be high. I know if it comes up here in Tennessee, I'm going to vote no or tell everybody you better not get everybody high here. We got enough high people as it is, and it's illegal.
Well, I tell you this, Jackie, if it ever comes up for a vote, and I know you're going to vote no, I'll be waiting outside your door with a lead pipe and fucking kneecap.
Hey, you watch your mouth. You ain't going to kneecap nothing. I still got a little I'll get spry. Adrenaline kick to me, I'll knock the hell out of you. Try something like that.
Well, I'll be high as hell. I won't even feel it.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz expected to run.
He ain't going to do nothing. What is he?
Getting that book. A book as yet untitled is expected in May. Jackie,
Well, that'll be a good read, I'll tell you that right now.
Good read.
That will be a
It
good
will be
read.
an interesting book.
That may be, some of his ideas ain't that bad. It's just when it comes out of him and you look at him, you're just like,
he looks like one of them damn weasels from Roger Rabbit.
looks just awful. He look, people say he costs people jobs, this money, whatever. I don't know about all that. But when you're saying that about somebody and they're sitting there, because he got up there and did the same thing old Rand Paul did, didn't he?
He did a filibuster, but he did. I don't think he ate no candy.
But you didn't eat no candy during it. You don't remember none of that. Everybody got mad at him for doing it, for whatever it was. I'm sure it was against Obama, so good for him. But still, some people can get away with that. Some people can't. You think old Rand Paul, oh, yeah, candy mouth. He talked for 16 hours. And then old Ted Cruz, he did the same thing. Yeah.
You're right about the book, Jackie, about their career. This whole New York Times, and I won't give the New York Times credit. They probably ripped you off somehow.
Wow.
But in this chart, they got whether they're expected to run or not. They got their recent appearances. They got who they're courting, like making friends, criticizing rivals, and then they got when their new book was last published or is coming out. Like the book is a very important. Rick Santorum has 2 books.
Well, yeah. He got time to do that. Yep.
He's got all them kids. He's got a book, Bella's Gift, How One Little Girl Transformed Her Family and Inspired a Nation, following last year's blue-collar conservatives recommitting to an America that works. It seems like Republicans really going out of their way to talk about blue-collar conservatives. The poor people are back in fashion this year.
Well, that's because there's more of them, because Obama been in there for so long. You got to get poor people. If you ain't got poor people, you ain't going to get nobody.
Rick Santorum says, our message will be a lot more focused this time than it was last time. They'll mainly be focused on gigs he can get after the primaries are over. Expected to run, Rick Perry, former Texas governor.
Rick Perry, yeah.
I've spent the last 22, 23 months in preparation to run for the presidency. They don't list a book for him. But I guess all these jokers been going to Iowa. We were making fun of Iowa, but man, I feel sorry for them.
I do too. Couldn't handle all it. Now, see, just like you said earlier, old Rand Paul mad at old Jeb Bush. They need to get together, draw straws or something, and everybody get behind somebody, because by the time...
That's what Iowa is.
Well, they need, I know that's part of it, but they're going to get them on stage. You're going to talk awful about one another, going to be mean till you get to the point you don't like none of them. You just fed up with all of them. You've seen them so much. Republicans do that too much, because we know whoever's going to get it going to run against old Hillary. So they need to just
pick one
and go, because otherwise they gonna run each other down till everybody don't like none of them.
And it's way too early. Scott Walker comes out. People start finding out about him. Oh, I like him. And they've got a whole year to go, so he's front runner now. How are you supposed to sustain that? Then you got somebody like Jeb Bush who can get all the money and hang in there and just kind of hang around, even if he's not polling first right now. He's got the money to mush face it around Iowa until he's the last one standing. Bobby Jindal, does he have the fortitude? He's expected to run.
Little Bobby Jindal.
Backers of the governor have set up Believe Again, a super PAC to support a 2016 run. Believe Again. That could be a PAC. It could be a book.
Probably both.
You can name. There's no law against naming your book after your super PAC.
I wish you could take all these books, all of them had except for Rick Perry, and then rip out the best parts of all of them.
Yes.
Conservative value, because you know there's going to be a few things in old Huckabee like that's right. And then the good, even Santorum's going to have a few good ideas. Going to have some good principles and ideas, conservative ideas. Take all them pages, rip it out, the good pages, and put them together, and there you go. That's the best. That's the best person. Without take all the ugliness out of it and put
just the good stuff. I wish they could just do that with I wish we had a super Republican scientist, which is never going to happen, and we could get a ray gun and get all 27 Republicans in there and zap them into one person, like the composite Superman. It was Batman and Superman together, villain. I don't understand how that happened.
What?
It lined down them. Half of it was Superman, half of it was Batman.
What
composite Superman.
Talking about? You
Make
talk about
somebody
funny
like
books.
that, but have like all 34 people running for Republican nomination, like a little sliver of them.
Don't say all 34 people. I mentioned Huckabee and Santorum. Some of them books ain't going to be worth reading. I'll tell you right now. You take the best out of the best books, because some of them books going to end up back on the shelf or left in the store or in the garbage, wherever.
All of them.
Not all of them are going to have good books. Can't every one of them write a good book.
We need to research and see whose book is selling the best right now.
I bet old Huckabee's doing good.
But you can't judge by book sales. I mean,
I
who
ain't saying
wants
you got to
read
sit.
a book.
You got.
Like, whoever's reading a book, you're not going to poll them. You ain't going to ask readers who should be the best president. Don't let readers choose nothing. This is
don't
America.
they have them books on tape you listen to
Well,
in
they
the
is
car?
books on tape.
That's
all right.
what you put that on to listen to it in the car when you get somewhere. It ain't going to hurt you to listen to Mike Huckabee talk about gay marriage or whatever else he
Well,
wants to talk about in the car
It might.
on the way to wherever you're going.
Might hurt you a little bit.
If
We
you're
haven't-
gay, it might hurt you, but you ain't going to listen to it no how.
What if you... These people who are for gay marriage who are not gay.
There's some people like me don't want to hear about it either way. I'd fast forward to that and then just get on to hear about, good values, this sort of thing. He's on TV today or yesterday, and that's all I talked about. I don't know why he just wants all the money from the people that don't want gays getting married, I guess.
He has sat in a room, Mike Huckabee has sat in a room with an assortment of advisors and finance and his like accountant, and they had a ad machine out there, and they said, let's see, can I make more money off people who hate gays than I can off people that like gays?
He likes gays. He says it himself. He likes gays. Don't want to get married.
That
He don't like
Well, I
them. He
never-
don't like them
okay.
enough to get married.
Oh,
I
I
reckon
see.
that's it. He likes them up to a point.
well, I've never heard it explained to me like that.
That's
Now
what it
makes
is. He
sense.
likes gay people just fine, except he doesn't like them enough to where they need to get married. That's all it talks about. You should know. If you listen to him, I guarantee you
They
he's going to
must
bring it
be
up.
a lot of money. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Obviously, there is enough money in the anti-gay industry that people can make a good living off that. I would hope that if I decided to enter that industry and purely for money, that my gay friends would understand.
Well, Mike Huckabee's gay friends understand, evidently. Because he said he got gay friends. Everybody does nowadays.
He has the most understanding gay friends.
I guess he does.
Man, I tell you what, gay friends, very understanding.
In order to win this coming election, every one of these fellas, whether they against marriage or not, it'd probably do them so good to bring out the gay friend.
They should. We're getting to the point in this country where if you're running for president, however you feel about gay marriage, you're going to have to bring your gay friend out there and say, this is my gay friend.
He don't mind that I don't want him to get married.
Go ahead and tell him. And your gay friends, it's going to be like when you're having an affair and you got to have your wife stand up there next to you and act like everything's okay. You're working through some stuff, but it's going to be okay. You're going to have to bring your gay friend out there.
Or bring your gay children, or old Dick Cheney's daughters, and she.
You got to bring your gay loved ones out there. to
Everybody got
support the
somebody
fact
gay in the family.
that
Everybody
you hate
knows.
gay people. That they're okay with it. Like, well, We have our differences.
but they good. He's a good man.
He'd be a great president. So that's Carly Fiorina expected to run, and Dr. Ben Carson expected to run.
Yeah, good. I'm curious to see about Dr. Ben Carson. I'm going to pay close attention to him, the good doctor. You talk about smarts. You know, he gets smart enough to get into your brain and do stuff to it and
Like Professor X.
put it back together, and you come out better for it. Now, that's somebody that's smart. Now, if he can go into a human brain and do all that, why can't he go into the White House and fix everything up here? Answer me that.
Here's how smart he is. I don't see the urgency. Let everybody else get in if they feel urgent, but I would have a tendency to do things the way they feel right to me. He's going to let all these sons of bitches go to town on each other.
And
he's going
come
to
in.
step in at the last minute.
Smart.
I fix brains.
Yeah.
National Draft Ben Carson for President Committee has raised $12 million, enough to show there is interest in his candidacy.
Yeah.
Dang, Jackie, there is money in this, son of a bitch.
It's money to get. Now, he's already all right, because if you can get in the brain, make it better, you do, you know, people pay good for that. Insurance pays for it. Whoever pays for it, pays for it. I know he wants to get out of that industry now because of Obamacare. Can't blame him. He knows what's going to happen. Now, I'm sure he still, if a friend had a brain, he still operate on a friend family
Yeah, if your
brain.
friend brain gets sick.
He'll get in there and fix it. But other than that, once Obamacare comes in, he's like, I need another job because this is going to mess everything up. So he, smart fella. So I'm going to be keep my eye on him. Walker, good talker. I'm going to keep my eye on him. Santorum probably going to be about the same. I'd say the same thing for Huckabee, but he's nice to watch, and I hope he don't win because I'd rather see him on the TV show. And I hope he don't take offense to that, but I just see him watch him play songs and talk to folks, you know.
Ain't one of these Republicans, there's not one Republican that's in favor of gay marriage, is there?
They have to say you like gay people, but you don't want them to get married.
Chris Christie ain't even in favor of it, right?
I don't know how he feels about it. It's different up north. I don't know how he feels about it.
It is different up north. So, I'm just wondering, because these gay people who vote, these gay Republicans.
There's a lot what calls themselves log cabin Republicans.
And yet, out of, what did we just go through? 46 different Republican candidates, and there's not one that's even like, it's all right. Don't hurt me none. There's not one of them, right? There's all Rand Paul, libertarian, not for gay marriage.
I hadn't heard him talk about one way or the other.
He's worried about pot, which is good. Keep working that angle.
Well, the ones that are loudest about it, Huckabee, I know he don't like gay marriage. I know Santorum don't.
That's true. You can make your money off that, and the others that may be for it, they ain't going to walk around trumpet it.
No,
they got to keep it under their hats.
I ain't heard little Bobby Jindal say a word about it. I ain't heard, but he's good Christian, right? He go to Bible school, all that stuff.
Believe again, I think he does go to Vacation Bible School.
It's something he does. Bobby Jindal's involved in church stuff, so I'm going to say he probably don't like. It's not that he don't like gay people. I want to make that clear. We're not saying these people don't like gay people. Gay people just fine.
It's just they are not allowed the same rights and freedoms that we are.
Well, going by the Bible and things like that.
So that is the 2016 who we think is running for president people. Good Lord, Jackie. I am exhausted.
We've been on there and almost 2 hours talking about this.
It doesn't help reading through who's going to be running the country in 2 years
It's going to take
either.
a good hour and a half to just do that.
Oh, man, I wish I was more of the way towards getting drunk than I am. I got to go get some beer.
Well, make your prediction now. We're supposed to talk about the ones and then make a prediction. Who's going to be, if not the next president, the one going up against Hillary.
Now, Mitt Romney did not say he dropped out. He was like, I ain't running. But he didn't say I ain't running 100%, did he? Didn't he leave a little wiggle room?
Well, we already seen what he does in debates and all that. Saw him do real good against Obama first time. Then he says, oh, I got him now. And then went in. So that's how it's like old rope-a-dope, whatever you call it. Muhammad Ali. You think you got me down, come back in the next round, and they say Obama had it figured out that way, and he wasn't prepared for him. But we seen the point being, we seen Mitt Romney already won. He could just wait and see whoever, let them jump on each other and then come in independent and go against Hillary and them both.
They saying that Hillary may not even have to do primary debates if she doesn't get any better challengers than what she's got now. If she shows up in Iowa and these sons of bitch joker faces are polling at like negative 2%, she's just going to walk away with it. She won't even have to debate. So she's unscathed. I mean, she's not unscathed. We lived through 8 years of them.
Oh, good Lord.
But fairly unscathed. And then these guys, and possibly Carly Fiorina, are tearing into each other, knocking each other down.
That's what to do every time.
You're right. They need to put the books together and come up with one.
One plan. Best part, yeah. They'd figure out who won. My prediction, I'm going to say that Scott Walker Talker looks good. And who's the other one? Dr. Ben Carson. Yeah, I want to see. He gets in the middle of them. He don't get riled up. You ever see him on TV?
He's calm. He got analytical mind.
You got to be calm. You got to sit there in somebody's brain. You can't be shaking and nervous.
Can't get mad at that brain.
No.
Why won't you be well?
I can't do that. You got to take it slow and lazy and do what needs to be done. That's again, say I'll be president. That's why I say keep an eye on Dr. Ben Carson because he going to get up there. They going to all be hollering, getting at each other. And then, number one, he could just say every time, have you ever sold up a brain before? That'd be it. How smart you think you are. But you watch old Chris Christie. He going to get riled up, get mad. Rand Paul gets beat a smart butt sometimes. I don't know about Bush. Wouldn't hurt him. He needs to get mad. Otherwise, nobody going to pay no attention to him. Walker Talker, I ain't ever seen him mad. So he's got something going, and so does the good Dr. Ben Carson. We're going to watch him. Keep your eyes on them is what I'm saying. Them two.
I was excited to talk about the election. I was like, oh, election, fun. I like elections because then you're just talking about how stupid these idiots are. But I will admit, after going through that list, I'm a little depressed.
Well, we'll leave it there then.
Yep, let's leave it at crippling depression. Thanks, everybody. Go to rates and reviews.
Rates. Oh, I meant iTunes, YouTube's, Twitter's, and Facebook. Yeah. Get on there. Rates and reviews.
Like us, give us reviews, give us a whatever, star, thumbs up. Dang, we went nearly an hour and 45 minutes.
Good Lord. Ain't nobody going to listen to all this.
All the people listen at work. Oh, and send us the pictures of how you sneak listen at work. We got 2 this week.
Keep it safe. Keep it hidden. Keep private. Show us how you do it. Send in a picture of you at work. Glad to see good heart Americans earning their keep. That warms my heart, somebody working. If you just laying around on the couch, getting unemployment, whatever, don't bother sending that to me. I don't want to see that. But people out there trying to get America.
If you were laid off because of Obama's policies.
Oh, well, that's different.
Then
now.
Go ahead and send that.
Well, yeah, make sure you let me know that first, and then
specify.
Say, I can't get a job because of, but that make that, but not just. I'm taking this check and I'm just gonna sit on my rear end and listen to this podcast.
Well, I mean, any download helps us.
Huh?
If you listen, honestly, if you're laying around, you're unemployed, at least get on there, write us an iTunes review. I mean, that helps us supposedly. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you
Do
want to
that
do it,
for
I
us.
just don't want to see it. Don't show me no picture of it. If you're going to show a picture, you better tell me it's because Obama that you ain't getting up off a couch.